G'day everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Marty Grows. This channel has mainly farming simulator shenanigans on it. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment when you've seen the video if there's something I should do or something I should do better. I hope you all enjoy the show. G'day everyone, welcome to my Korpi map. It's January and that means it's finally harvest time. Just letting the tractor and harvester warm up a bit and I'll get them up to the field. I did go out earlier and chop down a load of wood that we'll need to bring back at some... look at this. Why do I have to move? I'll have a nice tractor like that one day. Seems he's already been out harvesting and got a pretty decent load of grain there. Show off with his nice big flash tractor. Grumble, grumble. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. I'll get this tractor and trailer up to the field. Then I'll jump in the harvester and drive that up. So, nice class harvester that we ended up being able to purchase at the end of last episode. And only just in time too. Both our oat and sorghum fields are ready to harvest. I was thinking that I might try and get 1 or 2 loads of wood, even if I need to store some grain in the harvester and the trailer, and see if I can get a little windmill grain mill. It's a nice little modded version of one that's only about $30,000. It would be nice to put both the sorghum and the oat through the mill to be able to get it converted to flour, since flour sells for a little bit more than the raw grain does. And on hard mode economy, we pretty much need all the benefit that we can get. So, chop down a couple of trees from over the river, drag them over on the other tractor with the log grab, and later on, when the John Deere isn't so busy, we'll get the log winch back on it and get them towed down and try and get some money out of it. Now, I'm not quite sure if I should do the oat or the sorghum first, but I think I'll go with the sorghum because I want to get a little chicken coop. I think it's $8,000 for the coop. Let's have a quick look. Jump into the construction manual. Animals, chickens. So there's some pretty cool ones. It's probably a little bit bigger than what I want. This one seems a little bit cheaty at $5,000 for 400 chickens, so I'm not actually going to use that one. I was looking at a little brick hen house. Does 40 chickens, doesn't take up much room, and they just take the normal grains for food. So I figure once I sell a load of wood, I'll be able to afford that, and I want to put it pretty much straight over there beside the 2 sawmills. There's a little nook in the rock. I'm pretty sure the chicken coop will sit there nicely, and it's out of the way. It makes a nice line with the sawmills and the rock ledge, so that I'll still be able to get rid of more logging all of those trees over there eventually, and either extend or put in another small field. You can just see the trailer in the distance over the river. It hasn't rendered the logs on it, but I've managed to cut down 3 trees this morning, and I'm slowly clearing up beside our canola field over there. I'll probably put a field in, if we're really lucky, later on this episode, and plant maybe some more oats or something, because they grow over 4 months, and I think our canola field, I hope I said canola before, has around 4 months to go on it too. Now I was looking at this harvester earlier, and it seems that it does spit out straw for us. So I'm wondering if I should try and get a little forage wagon. Could pick up the straw, and there's a nice mod called, of all things, Outhouse, that takes straw and converts it to manure. What I was thinking is, from that nice manure, I can get a different type of greenhouse to the little garden beds that I have over there, and grow some lettuce or tomatoes, because its inputs are manure and water. So we'll see how we go. It's a few things that I want to buy, and still need to be really careful with money, although I do have planks and strawberries I could sell if we really needed to. I was also looking at these extra crops that are all around the ground, and hopefully within an episode or two I can afford this plot of land. But trying to harvest them over the river, where there's a mix of, I believe, oat and sorghum by the look of it, won't work. The header on the grain harvester gets confused, and it keeps chopping and changing between the different types of crop. So although you might do a square of oat, as soon as you hit the square of sorghum, it changes what's in the header and you lose everything that you've accumulated. When I do the oat field over there, the bits that I haven't managed to drive over the last day or two, around the outside of the field I might go across and grab extra, but I'm not going to bother trying to do it over the river. It just doesn't work. Back up here and grab this so I don't have to come all the way back. When I dropped off the water wagon last episode, it was bouncing around a little bit, and it's actually managed to do almost 90-degree turn from where I dropped it off. I'm glad it didn't end up in the river though. It's a bit of a relief. Okay, let's get this done. Sawmill unload, not Marty sawmill. Now I'll jump across to the Zeta and see what he's up to. Just got the warning that the harvester's got a mostly full grain tank, which is good, it's 80%, but the field will finish in a second. So at the end of last episode, I just dropped this in quickly, and I'll jump back to that recording now. Hello from the past. So I've ploughed a little strip of land here and we'll check it out next month. Because this is one plot of land and it has multiple fields in it, all of the data and soil have already been sampled. Just curious if the precision farming data will refresh over a new month and new game start. Fairly confident that it does not, but I figured now was a great time to check. We'll see in a flash. And we're back from the future. Oh, just in time for the harvester to finish its work too. So as you can see, yes, it definitely won't just pick up the soil information every time you put a new field in, regardless if it's been in the plot or not. You need to do a soil sample. That is what I expected, but I was also curious because I have never done multiple fields under one plot like this before, to see how it went. We will. Ooh, we'll go and pick up that little bit of wood in the middle of my nice canola field. I think I should be right to drop this up here. It's out in the open. It can keep the seeder company. That dropped off. The John Deere's made it up there to the sawmill. So next will be these 4 trees getting cut down. They're not massive, so I'm hoping I can get 4, maybe try and squeeze 5, probably not, onto the trailer. Get this sent off to the sawmill, get the John Deere sorted out, then come and look at what the harvester's doing. I did plough this plot of dirt here to try and check the soil sample, but because it mostly had the sorghum and oat growing in it already, about half of it is sampled and half isn't. So anywhere there was actually grass has no soil data. Wherever the sorghum and oats were are showing the precision farming soil data. But then I realised that yes, that would be a problem, which is why I threw the plot in. I forgot to get that branch, didn't I? I will run back and grab it. I need some exercise. I've been sitting in tractors all day. So if I can get this other field here in, means about 4, 6 or 7 more trees to be removed. It's only a 66 kilo bench press, it's nothing. So if I can get this other field in, I'll put oat or sorghum in it because they grow nice and quick. And they should be ready about the time... Steady... About the time the canola is. So I should be able to harvest both. Then I'll probably get the fields joined up and I can have one really big field of canola going forward. So the harvester did miss a little strip, but we can go pick that up in a second. It is nice to be doing some farm work rather than just logging all the time. I definitely don't enjoy logging, and I really do like the field type work. So I'll get him underway, jump back into our John Deere and get these couple of branches sold. So 800, which was pretty good considering it was only a couple of small trees. Now we'll send him back so I can pick up that other bigger tree that I hope will sell better. Just see the Zeta coming down there in the distance with its load of logs. But before I take care of that, I will jump into the harvester and finish this field quick. I don't think those two tractors will crash. Just going down through the rocks over there, the auto drive courses do overlap a little bit because I wanted to make sure I left plenty of distance and plenty of room to get past the rocks. I think they're both past that area, so there shouldn't be a nice crash. And by the speeds that they're doing, they're both going okay. So it's not too bad. 5,500 litres of sorghum off this little field here. Go drop this in the trailer and get it started on the oat field. I don't own this land yet. Here's our John Deere now. It's always cool to see the tractor driving up when you're playing single player. Makes it feel a bit more alive. Oops, got a nice new head up. Pretty sure this trailer holds 6,000 or 7,000 litres, so it should be able to hold everything coming out of here. Now if I got almost a full harvester load off the sorghum field, it probably means I'm going to get more than one off the oat. So I'm going to go sell the trailer load of logs as soon as I kick this guy off, and hope I get enough for our chicken coop. Got no idea how much feed it holds, but it would be nice if it held at least that trailer load. So we'll try this on auto drive. Okay, let's see if CoursePlay is going to be on board today. We'll do 3 headlands and I'll do them smooth because I can always go around and tidy it up. And it looks like we have our up and down runs not going towards the river. That looks pretty good to me. We'll start it and see how we go. Okay, it's going to take it 18 minutes, but pretty sure we'll fill that up, so I need to work out what I'm going to do with the grain sooner rather than later, in fact. So let's go see how the Zeta went. He made the log mill okay. I figure there should be at least $7,000 or $8,000 worth of wood piled up on there. Or 6,000, but there's still enough. I'm going to send him over to my sawmill. That's still enough to get our chicken coop. So if we take, say, 8,300 off that, it still leaves us 6,000. Just stop for a second. And if we have a quick look at forage wagons. Oh wow, they're cheaper than I thought. So I got a Krone Turbo that does 11 or a 13 to 22. Oh, that's pretty cool. That one only does 8. It's a Lizard T72. And we have a little sip over here that does 10 to 13. Actually like the look of the Krone. It's 4,500, which is within our price range. And it can be configured to do larger capacity. You definitely getting rid of that colour. So do we go purple? Actually, we're just going to go purple. That looks pretty cool. Don't know what the extension is. Don't want additive, or do I? It's an extra $1,000. I hope this picture is correct, but I think I'm going to go with that. Chrome Turbo 3200. Okay, bye. Once I have it, I can't second guess myself. And that's just under what we needed for the chicken coop, so I'll be going and get the John Deere and those couple of logs before I can get the chicken coop now. I'm not sure if I can hook this up direct or not either. I can. Awesome. We're going to take that back to the field. Now, John Deere made it back in one piece, and our harvester managed to navigate the turn around the river and not just drive into it like so much does. So I'll pick these logs up quickly, get them sold, get our chicken coop, so that I can empty out that trailer. Anything that I can't empty, I'm probably just going to sell at this stage. So we'll do a quick time lapse of all this fun stuff happening. So sawmills seem to be going okay. They're starting to get a decent load of planks. It only spawns 2 in its loading area for some reason, which is a bit of a pain, but I'll bring the tractor over and stack them up, or just push them out of the way in a second. I'm not quite sure. So our chicken coop's going to go in that little nook just ahead of us, and having sold those couple of logs off the John Deere, I think we'll have enough for it. I can squeeze in here somehow so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, animals, chickies. It's 40. I like the brick one. I did say I want to try and focus on brick buildings through this series, just because. Oh, that one's smaller and cheaper though. And we are starting out. But it's also heaps bigger. Whereas this one will just squeeze in there nicely. And it sort of forms a line from this rocky ledge here straight across to the sawmills. So that should be enough room to pick up the eggs, drop their food off. About there, I think. There we go. Let's see how much grain I can put in it. have to remember to leave space to turn around when I get a field put in here too. Okay. So 5,500, and it took 1,000. Okay. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. I did think it would take more. We don't have a silo. I don't have any way of just picking it up off the ground, and that's just not tidy anyway. Do have some medieval granaries. Okay, that's only $5,000. I think I'm going to jump over to the John Deere, cut a tree down and go sell it. That should give me enough for a little $5,000 granary. That I can cut a tree down and just put it in here. That sounds like a really overcomplicated plan, but that's what I'm going with. So we'll move this trailer out of the way, drop it off, go grab our stump grinder. Yes, I realise that that's probably going to be right in the way of me moving that tree to the sawmill now. Our stump grinder's over here somewhere. Seems like a sensible place for it. Oops. Okay, so before I cut that tree down, I'll hop into the harvester. It was turned off, but we'll disengage the AI so that it's not making money or spending money on me. Go over to the John Deere, go find a tree to cut down to drag back. where I've knocked down those couple of trees and just dropped them straight into the sawmill. I did think about bringing the trailer across, loading it up, blah blah, but I put them in the sawmill. So let's go to silos. A nice 10,000 litre medieval, so brick granary. I reckon about there's pretty good. Don't think I have enough money. Not quite. We'll get some money and drop in one of these just to help offset the cost of these two buildings. I doubt the chicken pen costs very much per month. The granary's probably got like $10 a month on it. So I'll get this unloaded. Very first grain going into the granary. And we'll buy some box. I think I'm not really in a rush, but 10 chickens aren't that much. $500. Since it's a 40 chicken pen. It's pretty cool. They all come out this way. Yeah, since it's 40 chickens, that'll mean I can rotate the chickens every few months. So 2 months to have babies. Is that slow motion? Only took a while to get started. That's funny. Okay, looks like we managed to get a full trailer load of straw. So let's drop our little outhouse down and actually see what I can do. It's 508. Straw out, then check the production. That's pretty cool. Okay, straw converts to manure. I like it. So, wood chip manure. I might be able to put the wood chips from the sawmills through that as well. And water to slurry seems a bit weird, but it doesn't do very much per month. So that would take a long time. So it's basically stagnant water. Even this doesn't have a very high output, but at least it's something. And it's a slow upload rate. Straw. Okay, our John Deere's back. So once this unloads, I'll get it back over to the field, pick up just that last little bit. Then I'll go pick up the plough with the John Deere and get that field ploughed. I don't have a cultivator. I've only got the plough that I bought originally. But we'll use that. I don't think my drill is direct drill, but I can check that in a second. Just pick up this last little bit of straw. I'm not going to chase after all the other bits, because the outhouse is so slow at producing what I've already put in the last few months. But the upside of that is the sawmill workers now have a nice flash outhouse to go to. Yes, the outhouse definitely won't make my fortune, but hopefully it'll be enough for the greenhouse that I want to put in to keep it well supplied with manure. Okay. Just because it's on the way, we'll pick this up. The rest of it's not really worth grabbing. So, the harvester has finished. Can get rid of this course. Don't think it will all fit into the trailer, but we'll at least unload a bit of it and get it off the field so it's out of the way. Not quite sure where to put in the windmill granary. I'll need a load or two of logs to be able to fund that anyway. Pretty happy with that harvester. It did the job without a problem. Can't see how much is in the trailer because it's not hooked up to anything, but it's looking full. Okay, didn't quite get the whole harvester load in. Just go park this out of the way over here for now. Back to the John Deere. It's blocked by the trailer, so it didn't finish its auto drive course. We can drop. We can drop the log grab here, but it needs to lean up against something or it seems to fall over. So a bag of seed will do fine. Yes, I know I left the plough up here thinking that it wouldn't be a problem. Don't think we'll get to create a new field this month, but I'll at least get one of these fields ploughed and then reseeded. Let's check this quickly. Don't want that, I want production. offers the possibility of direct seeding. Thank you. Now the pH is okay, but we have weeds. So what sort of sprayers do we have? Ah, look at that. $250 for a carry it around yourself. Somehow I don't think so. Oh, well, that's nice. Does both. It's only 5,000, which is another tree or two. That goes on a gator that I don't have. $26. That looks a bit flash. Ooh. Yes, I saw the $1,000 one. Okay, so a lizard, 300 litre, but it does 8 meters. Like most things, if I just buy it, I don't have to worry about thinking whether I need it or not. Purple looks pretty cool. Zeta Major green. What does Lancehide do? doesn't actually change the distance it does. Okay. We'll buy it. However, I don't think I have enough to get herbicide. 2,500, so need to go grab another tree. It's decided it's finished, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But we'll get this rolling finished quickly because it's more important than weed spraying. Can always do that next month if I need to. I think that's going to be about it for this episode. I'll finish spraying the weeds just off camera because it's pretty boring and very time consuming. We got our 2 fields harvested with our nice shiny new harvester that isn't so nice, new or shiny anymore. Got some box in, so they'll slowly make some money either through selling the eggs or actually selling the chickens. Not sure what will come first, the chicken or the egg. We got a forage wagon and picked up 2 loads of straw for the outhouse to start converting to manure. I don't think I needed to get any more since its cycles per month are really slow. But we'll find out next month. Plan to use the manure on a new garden. So there's a different mod to what I already have that you can put down, and it has a little manure pit beside it. What else have we done this episode? I've got a couple loads of wood done. Get this folded now. 2 fields replanted, rolled. I'm not going to worry about lime, it's still reasonable. I think that's everything. So I'm just going to finish this episode here. It's going to end up being pretty long. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello again. So I was just doing a quick check of everything. and I realised that my strawberries were at the peak price. So I'll spend a bit of time getting them all loaded up. Hopefully I don't knock the trailer over. Almost. Trusty John Deere's done good lifting all these up with the pallet fork. So, get him down. And done. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here. Good old John Deere. Jump across to the Zeta. And we're going on a selling spree. I know I said I finished the episode. This is like bonus content. How many people give that out nowadays? Got a pretty good stack on there. It's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's 12 in total. So all I've done since I cut out before was get the field sprayed with fertiliser, knocked down a tree ready to bring to the sawmill tomorrow or next month. I was just checking on the chickens and the productions and saw that these lovely strawberries are at their peak sell price. I'm pretty sure this is the store I need to sell them at. We'll just double check that. Strawberries, $290. It's gone down slightly since I saw it. Their peak's only $282, so I'm not going to complain about that. And if we tag it, yep. So this will be the first time I have sold production. Because we've been selling wood, but that isn't really production. So we got $1,200 right now. So 2,000. And 1,400. So 3,500 roughly. Out of the strawberries over, I forget if it's 2 or 3 months now that I've had them running for. That doesn't really pay for one of the garden beds, but it's certainly a start. Another couple of months we'll see the other one paid for. Just leave this tractor here. Yeah, another couple of months will basically see the strawberries start to break even, and then everything else is a bonus. I'm not sure if I will sell them at another stage through the year because they go down $60 a pallet, but at $60 that's 25-30% of the price. So I'll keep an eye on them, but I'll most likely stockpile until the January-February time frame again, when the price is really good. Like I said before, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in February. Oh, thank you for watching the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please hit the like button, subscribe, feel free to leave a comment if I've missed anything in the episode or you'd like me to see me do something else. Hope you enjoy it, and I will catch you all later. Back in my box.